Hi guys, welcome again to our channel, and for the ones that are new here, this is de Alemania para México. So first of all, we're going to talk in English in this video because my husband here is not that fluent yet in Spanish, so don't forget to go to the settings and to turn on the subtitles.
And I'm giving my best to learn it as fast as possible.
I'm so excited to share with you all the experiences that I have had here in Germany, but let's start with the weirdest things that I have found here or that I have to deal with, and these are the ones that I think that are the weirdest. And the first one is silence.
You have to know that silence is very important for the people which are living in Germany. They don't like noisy stuff like music or loud traffic. For them it's very important, especially when they are coming from work, from a hard day at work, that they can relax, maybe take a nap and just to enjoy their free time at home or while they are going to a park or somewhere else.
Yeah, but this is okay. I mean, it's cool that the Germans like to be silent the whole time, that they like to respect the other one, that they don't want to cause problems or something. But in some way, it's too much for us, like for the Latin people in general. I mean, I think also for you is like this because you're not German also. But me as a Mexican, and also that we are always like having parties or music. It doesn't have to be a special day or something to have very loud music at home and very late. And this is something that I'm used to it, like in Mexico you always hear music the whole time. There's people passing in front of you the whole day selling stuff, they're yelling stuff, the dogs are also barking. This is another thing, that dogs are they don't exist. Like you don't see dogs in the streets like you can see in Mexico, and you have noticed this. In Mexico you see the whole time some dogs and they are very loud and everything, and here you don't see them.
You can see here a lot of dogs, but all of them, they have an owner. And what I also didn't notice until Aymara told me that when she arrived here to Germany, is that the dogs here in Germany are not barking.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy because you cannot hear them. It's like, I don't know, you're also not thinking about it. Like, for example, the first time I came to Germany, I was not thinking about it, but suddenly you realize, like, where are the dogs? Like, where are they? And why are they not making noise? This is crazy.
Yeah. And another funny thing is that a lot of foreign people which are living in Germany for a longer period, they start also to get used to it. And when, for example, the neighbor is putting the music a little bit too loud and you can hear it in your house or flat, you're starting to get annoyed and to say, why they are doing this? How they can do that?
Yeah, crazy. It's something that I have to get used to still, but yeah, I'm working on it. But I hope that I don't get to this point because it's not cool. And the next thing I would like to talk about is food. So this is something that I already got used to. Actually, I like those few and simple stuff that Germany has to offer. But in the beginning, I have to say that it was very, very, very difficult for me. And it was so weird because I'm not like for example, there's a lot of people that get angry when they are hungry or something, or when they don't like some stuff. They really can get angry, and my father is an example of that.
Oh yes.
my father, and I have also some friends, my sister-in-law, I know that she's like that. Like It's I don't know, it's something weird that people have, and I don't have this, I don't like it. But I have to say that the first time I came to Germany, I had this. I was angry because of the food. It was maybe it was not that bad, but it was so different than the Mexican food, and very simple. For me, it was very, very, very simple because the Mexican food, as you know, it has too much flavor. You know, it's crazy how much flavor the Mexican food has, and it's so different.
The German food is very simple and there's not that much to offer. But the point about German food is it's very delicious. So I can understand her when she's saying like that it's totally different than the Mexican food, and it is, because I can also prove that the Mexican food is very delicious. It has a lot of to offer, a lot of different flavors. Yeah. But in Germany it's like more simple, but the food is great, and you also like a lot the German food. I mean, I have
The
just
sausage.
to say to all the sausages, especially currywurst, everybody loves it.
Yeah. Those are very simple stuff, but they are good. You know, it's like, and after a while of living here, you are okay with that. It's like they don't have too much to offer, but the very little stuff that they have, they're making it good.
And a very interesting thing about German food is that they have a lot of type of bread.
Oh yeah, I love the bread. And this is one thing that I have told him, that one thing that I can say, this is much better than in Mexico, and something that I don't miss in Mexico is the bread, because they have a lot of bread to offer, sweet and the other kind of breads. And yeah, I love it. I think here I have eaten more bread than in Mexico. In Mexico, and my family can tell you, I was not such a fan of bread. But in Germany, I could eat it every day. It's so good.
Actually, there are around 300 sorts of bread here in Germany, and the bakeries are always very pretty, and you have just cravings to go inside and take something delicious.
Oh yeah, I cannot wait for the Sunday to come to eat more bread.
Sunday is bread day.
And the next one we're gonna talk about is rules. So who better than a Mexican to talk about the rules here in Germany? Because in Mexico we don't have any kind of rule, and you know that. I mean, we have like everywhere, but we don't follow them. And this is so bad to say, but this is how we are like raised, you know? Like, I know that is bad, but when you come here and you realize how many rules they have, and that the people are actually following them, all of them, it's crazy.
Actually, this is a very good thing about Germany, and a lot of people all over the world are appreciating that. But in some cases, you can also say that they are exaggerating a little bit. And people are getting sometimes annoyed of that. As an example, when you are riding a bicycle and you're going on a sidewalk and there is a person, that's the 99% sureness that this person will say something in a negative way. Because here in Germany you have extra lines just for bicycle riders, and you have to ride there if you have them beside the sidewalk.
Yeah, in the sidewalks they have always separated, like one for the people and one for the ones that are coming with the bicycle. And I was always the whole time walking on the wrong side, because okay, in some parts of Mexico you have also these things for bicycles, but in my city this doesn't exist, you know. And every time I was walking on the wrong side, and when someone was coming with the bicycle, they were really angry, ringing this thing of the bicycle, the bell, this little bell, and I was like, I could hear this, but in the beginning I was not paying attention to that, and I was just continuing walking there, and they were very angry, but now after a while, now I got used to it.
And I had always to take her on the other side and say, no, you cannot do this here. And on the beginning, she couldn't understand this.
Yeah.
She said, why? I mean, doesn't matter, he can ride on the other side. But after a while, she got it.
Mexican way of thinking. And the next one I want to talk about is the weather. So this with the weather is very interesting because where I was living in Mexico, there's always hot, like very, very hot weather. I say that we don't have seasons, that we just have summer because it's really like that. Like even in December can be till 35 and this can be normal. And here can be very, very, very cold. And it's so cold that I'm starting to miss the sun. And in my city, I was always complaining about the sun and about how hot was it. But after a while, you can get tired of the cold weather.
And it's true that in Germany, it's very cold. I mean, especially in winter. But also the summer and the spring are not that hot. And it's raining a lot during the whole year. Doesn't matter if it's summer, autumn,
you always
winter.
have to have an umbrella with you.
That's right, yeah.
I learned that here in Germany.
Yeah.
You cannot go out without an umbrella because it doesn't matter if you
right.
see like that you see that it's very, very sunny. In a moment it can rain. It's crazy. You can have literally every kind of weather in one day.
And you have always to look at the weather forecast. This is very
this
important.
This is something that I was not doing in Mexico. I knew that it was going to be the whole day, every day, the same temperature, you know. But here you have really to see.
This is one of the most important applications in the cell phone to have the weather forecast.
No, but really, this was something that I learned here because of the clothes. In order for me to know what should I wear, I had to see the weather forecast because it was really like that. It could be like very, very cold in the morning and I was like with a lot of jackets and everything, and then at 3-4 p.m. I was dying, you know, like, oh, why I brought this.
It's a big difference for sure. But the interesting thing is that you have those seasons, and this is very interesting because it's changing every 3-4 months. And then during the winter time you start to miss the sun, and even a Mexican starts to say, oh my god, I want some hot weather, I want some sunshine.
But this is true about the seasons. This is very, very pretty because, again, in my city you don't have it, and in most of the places in Mexico you don't have this. Like, to see the seasons very like marked, you know, like now is summer, now it's very, very hot. It's spring, the flowers are growing. It's autumn, the leaves are falling. It's very pretty, and I also realize here that I love autumn. So my favorite season is autumn. No, I can say this now that I have seasons here. My favorite season is autumn.
But now in the winter time, she's starting already to say like that she's missing the sunshine, and she's looking forward for spring.
Now we can say also that this time for December, this for New Year, for Christmas and everything, we were in Mexico, and it was very, very, very hot till 35 degrees, right? 35?
It was up to 35 degrees.
It was crazy.
And it was so weird for me to be there in the Christmas time to see all this decoration. With this hot weather, you don't have really this feeling of Christmas. But the people, they're giving their best with the decoration. And they're very cool.
Hot Christmas. But it was cool because I was really enjoying the sun. I was enjoying going to the beach. I'm not such fan of the beach, but this time, because I passed here a lot of time already, like with cold weather, I was really looking forward for this trip to Mexico so I can feel a little bit of sun. And this was also like weird for me to go there and to really enjoy the sun. It's something that I never thought that I was going to do.
But I was enjoying it a lot.
Oh yeah.
I can say I love Christmas, with the summer weather.
No. So these were the weirdest things that I found here in Germany. Of course, there's a lot more to talk about, but if we talk about everything, this video will take too much, and I don't think
it will take for hours.
No, really,
because
really.
she's complaining about a lot of stuff.
It's not that I'm complaining, but it's just something that it's really a little bit difficult to get used to. But I know that one day I will.
Poor Mexican girl in Germany. She's suffering a lot.
But it's cool to see all these differences and everything. But about this, we're gonna talk in more videos. So
don't miss the next videos about this topic. It's gonna be very interesting, and
there's gonna be a lot of things.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah. Because Germany cannot stop surprising you. You know, there's always something. There's always an experience with people, with whatever. And yeah, so wait for those videos because they will be very, very interesting.
So hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, so you're gonna not miss the next videos.
See you the next time. Adios.
Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss.
Bye.